This is Jeff with Metalluminati, and I'm here with Burton from Fear Factory. What's up, man?
What's Jeff?
How you doing?
All right.
Yeah. How's the tour been going so far?
Tour's been going great, man. Shadows Fall and us sharing a bus, and
the plague going around.
But we're persevering like pirates that we are, and the tour, every show has just been awesome. We're having a great time with these guys.
So you're coming out with a new album. Take me through the process of that a bit.
The album comes out June 5th. It's called The Industrialist. We started writing it in October of 2011, and it's just me, Dino, and Reese Fulber. This time around we decided to use drum programming all the way, because in the past it always ends up to be programming anyway, because once you put it into Pro Tools and you edit every hit that they do and you change all the sounds, it's like, well, why do we use live drummer to begin with? But
I know a certain band that would have a relation with that.
So we used the drum programming and expedited the process really well, actually. So Dino is, as Dino's writing riffs and getting the drum programming together with John Sankey and recording with Logan Mader. I'm at the studio, at Reese's studio, and we're working on, when they send us the parts, we're just working on vocal parts.
Nice.
And I'm writing lyrics, and a lot of it was stream of consciousness. What was really cool about this record, we didn't do a demo to
just went in and started.
Yeah, we didn't do a demo to start off. We went in and everything we had, we just started recording. And to me, I think, to me, I hear the energy and the spark of creativity in these songs because it's just so instant.
Nice.
And we had a good idea. Let's go with it. And it was just the three of us writing the record. Reese has been pretty much a silent member since 1992, so he understands what the band's direction. One of the things we discussed was, before I went to the studio, was I wanted to reintroduce this industrial element back into the band, because to me it was something that had gotten glossed over and neglected over a few years, a few records. Mm-hmm. And to me it was always one of my favorite aspects of the band. So discussed that with Dino, discussed that with Reese, and they felt that was a good move, because not many bands of our nature who started off with an industrial edge and then it kind of lost, something happened to it over time. No one's really doing that anymore. There's there's a loss for that genre in today's music, and I think if a band does it right, it'll sound killer and help us stand out. And the cool thing about it is that we reintroduced the industrial element, but it didn't make us an industrial band. It became part of the metal sound, and a sound that's uniquely Fear Factory.
About with the record labels kind of breaking down and closing, Roadrunner and all that. I mean, it sounds like the pyramids are falling.
It's no surprise to me.
Me neither.
It's, Case Wessel sold everybody in his company out, mm-hmm. and now they're all out of a job, and he made his millions and millions.
Yep.
It's just the way of the world, and it's just an example of how the industry is changing.
Yeah. Do you think it lacks innovation, from the record side of it, not necessarily from the music? Because the music is totally growing. It's just the record sales are going out.
It's lack of innovation, lack of control, lack of a better idea.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that pirating is part of the problem. Yet no one's trying to figure out how to stop it. And unfortunately, pirating does affect my lifestyle, does affect my way of life.
Well, because the industry's predicated on the fact that you have to sell so many records in order to be qualified for this kind of a tour, and the cycle continues.
It's a vicious cycle.
Right.
Unless people are getting smart these days with contracts. No one's signing shitty contracts anymore. For instance, we're not signed to Candlelight. We're licensed. So we have a really good contract. We have a really good deal.
Good.
However, you know, if you're still gonna download it, pirate it, you know, yeah, oh, it's coming from the label. Yeah, well, guess what? That affects me too. You know, and the less records we sell, the less money we can make on the road for shows. And therefore, if we can't make any money on the road for shows, then what's the point of touring?
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead and keep pirating. There's not going to be any touring left over anymore.
Well, don't you think metal is like one of the few genres though outside of things? Because I know like hip hop does the free model a lot. You know what I mean? It gets lots of people coming in where they don't sell a whole lot of merch per se. Where like metal definitely has that thing of like merch sales.
Well, that's why I'm fortunate to be in the genre because right now touring is how we survive. And,
Absolutely.
You know, through merchandise and touring and you know just being able to play in front of our fans.
Right, right.
So right now we're lucky with that, knock on wood.
Somewhere. So if you had any like advice for young artists coming up, what would it be besides you know, I always hear the don't play metal. You know?
Well, that's a good start.
Right.
No, but that goes true with every genre.
Sure.
You know, the alternative scene is even harder than metal.
Yeah.
You know, if not bitchier. My first advice is get yourself a good lawyer.
Everybody always says good entertainment lawyer.
Someone you can trust.
Yeah.
Second advice, first and foremost, just be passionate and original about the music you want to create. And don't give a fuck what other people think. Write what you care about.
Fuck yeah.
And that's how you get noticed.
Nice. Well, that's all I have for you, man. Thank you for the time.
Right on, bro.
All right, man. Illuminati, motherfucker.